All right, so now that you've done all the work and you've gotten down to your final step, this is the part where you can really destroy your hide. So breaking your hide, stretching your hide, all that, you can do that as many times as you want. When you get down to this point, you can literally damage your hide and make it to the point where it's not even usable. So all I've done is I've built a small fire inside this bucket, and I've let it burn down quite a bit, and I throwed a bunch of punk wood on it. Now punk wood is nothing more than a bunch of old rotten wood, and I'm using walnut. It's just what I had readily available. And then I stapled my hide together to try to hold in as much smoke as I can. And I used an old pair of shorts as a skirt and put it around the top of this to funnel that smoke up into my hide. Now this is going to do two things. It's going to turn this hide brown, and it's going to waterproof it. So I'm going to continue to smoke this hide on this side for about an hour and a half, and then I'm going to turn it inside out and do the exact same thing for another hour and a half. Now I've talked to some people, they only smoke one side of the hide. That may work, but I'm smoking both sides, and this method has worked great on my last two hides. Now the wood that I'm using is just walnut. I picked it up out of the woods. This is just leftovers that were left from logging. And basically you can just take it and crumble it right in your fingers, and that's what you're looking for. Now you want to use as dry wood as possible, and I'm going to feed this in here about every 3 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to throw a handful of it in and just continue to let it smoke just like this, and this hide's going to turn out perfect. But again, you want to be able to pay attention to this, because if this flames up on the inside, this could catch your skirt on fire, it could catch your hide on fire, and you don't want to burn your hide or singe it. So pay attention and really monitor this so that the end process is perfect and is what you want. All I'm doing is kind of closing up some of the bigger areas where the smoke's escaping. I'm not going to be able to get it all, and I'm not worried about it. But I do want to be able to hold this as much smoke in as I can. Check out that color. This has only been smoking for about an hour. I busted the seam open to where I could look on the inside and check it out a little bit. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Now, like I said, this is with rotten walnut, so I'm pretty sure different types of wood will give you different results. But I'm happy with how this turned out. So as soon as I take it down and let it air out a little bit to where I can stand to take it inside the house, I'll be able to start cutting out the pattern for my back section of my vest. So I've already started on that video. I've already got the front section done. I'm ready to start sewing it together. So make sure you check out that video also. Now, like I said, this is the most important step of your hide, because up until this point, your hide cannot get wet. And now that you've smoked it, you're able to wash it if you want to. You know, you can wear it out in the rain, no big deal. It's going to turn right back into this really nice soft stuff. But if it gets wet before you smoke it, it's right back hard as a rock. So make sure you get it smoked good. So any kind of wood is going to work as long as it's good, rotten wood. Just remember, you don't want open flame and you don't want a lot of heat. So make sure you don't scorch your hide. That's the most important thing. But I'm going to give it another hour and take it down and let it air out. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.